Hi, it's Rosemary Morris from Rosemary Morris Art. I've just finished, I'll get that out of the way, it's a load of rubbish. I've just finished doing the decorating the pages, so I'm just going to go through and show you what I did and how I did it. I've already done a video of the front cover, so I won't bother with that. So inside the front cover, I haven't sewn them together yet. That's the next video I'm doing that will show you how to do that. So inside here, I made a little pocket, just cut it out, put the corners off, put a bit of glue around there. And I put one of those labels on it. And then these little cards, what I did was mounted her onto a piece of the spare paper that was actually cut from the front of the pad. And then mounted it on, because I wanted them to show up. When I put them in there, they didn't really show up. So I've mounted them on this cream card that I had. And what I've done is cut a piece of lace for each of them, folded it in half, glued it onto the back of this, and then glued the card on and stamped the back of it. And they're all antiqued around the edge with Distress ink. Which one is it? This one, Vintage Photo. The stamps, the Vintage Photo was too pale for me, so I've actually used this StazOn Timber Brown for all of these little decorations that I've done throughout the book. The back page, I liked it the way it was. It's so pretty, it's too pretty to cover up. Then the back of the cover, which I didn't do in the other one, it's got a row of flowers down there. This again I think was off the front of the paper pad, and then I cut out one of their beautiful little dragonflies to go on it. So inside on the writing paper, I started off with that lovely stamp, and then I've stamped the pages, mostly using that candelabra and the fan. Then this is the tracing paper. Very beautiful stamp of a lady on it. I think that one was a Kaisercraft stamp. Don't know where the other ones came from. I've had them for a long time. So that goes on through. Here's a little magnetic paper clip or bookmark, and then it's got a little secret place for writing inside, and it's held together with magnets. I did a very short video on this, how to do it, on tips and tricks. So if you, or quick tips I call them. So if you look at that, you can see how I did that. So that goes on there. And then in the centre bit, remember that this was to strengthen it when you sew it. So I've used card. So I wasn't sure about these doilies, but when I did this with it, I really liked it. I cut one in half, glued half of it down here and half of it down here. I only went round there with the glue because I wanted these sort of petally things to stand up like that. And then I've mounted these pictures on the cream card again, and then because this is very thick and I didn't want them like sloped, if you know what I mean, I've actually put a piece of card underneath it so it lifts it up. And then what I did was just put a little stamp in the corner and a pearl on it just to finish it off. Then inside we've got two matching pockets, and of course this will be sewn in the middle. And then this was a card from the actual paper itself, and then I wanted another one, so I've made one out of the paper, cut out these flowers from the paper, and then mount it, because again they didn't show on the lace, which is absolutely stunning, beautiful raised flowers on it and whatnot. Because it didn't show up, I've mounted them on card and cut around the edge of them, and then antiqued it, and then put a pearl in the centre of each one. Then this is one of the flowers cut out from the lace, and a little bit of ribbon, because I thought it looked a bit plain without it, because it's going to be, when you open it, it's going to be like that. So I put one down here as well. Then on the back, this is actually a strip from the paper that I cut off, and it had printed pearls on there, so I've actually put the raised pearls on it. This was a little bit of the paper that, again, when I put this down, they disappeared, so I put them on the cream. And this is a bit of leftover paper and a little rose stamp that I thought went quite well with it. Then this one I've put on a paper clip because it's so pretty on the back. And what I did was I cut out 2 circles from the paper and made it a little tuck spot for the, I had it that way up originally, but because I'm hanging it from the top of the page, I've put it in that way. So that just slips in under the paper clip. And then we go to the back page, which I haven't put anything on because I didn't want to cover up these flowers. So I hope that helps you with some ideas of how you can decorate your books. Bye.